Yep, it is that time for us to get
Oh, wait,
kind of sort
excuse
of
me.
dangerous,
Hello?
but we're going to
I
bring
got
that back up
something in
later.
my hair. Come on, it's your first week back. You should have expected some silliness.
It looks like he
He's
needs
not
some
talking
silliness in
to
his life.
us.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a day.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
Yeah,
Sending
we
hugs.
Wait, do we have to do the line for? Do we have to do the line from what SWAT? It's like, who do we have to bribe? Who do we have to pay? Who do we have to kill?
no we had to put down our puppy today. So
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
yeah,
You know, you
he.
should have reached out and let us know. We could have given you the day off.
Oh no, this is
or at
something
least
I can
put
do.
up a memorial.
Yeah.
He's not. He's just not. He's not worth all that. He's just
You
a
see,
goober dog.
Koala Bear is sending hugs and love.
Yeah, but no,
So's Bird.
we we had him uh done here at the house where because he was afraid of the vet. So
Oh,
yeah, but
poor. Did you hold him?
we all sat in there with him.
You
So
okay?
yeah, and then we um put him in his little spot in the backyard. So
Oh, you have a little. Oh, that's so sweet. That's really
mm,
nice. That's good. You
yeah,
loved
I
him.
got outvoted. I wanted to take him to Build a Bear, but they wouldn't let me.
Well, you know, build the bear. If one thing, you would have to just take the skin and
If
you would
you have,
have to clean it and tan it because build a bear. If you take a whole carcass to build a bear and say, "Hey, I need you to stuff this puppy," um, they're going to call the men in white coats. They may also call the cops because they will not know that your puppy passed on his own. You know, your puppy was sick and he passed. They're thinking, "Oh my God, he killed a dog."
Well, they got to get used to it because that's the plan for the wife too. So
Oh, oh. Okay, I'm coming
I don't know
down
why we're
there.
thinking about the $6,000 dog. Go and find some type of AI robot. Use the original dog skin to cover it. It'd be just like new.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah. I told my
we
oldest this is his future. This is his future daddy,
oh okay.
his future stepdaddy. And he got mad because he's like, how old he says like 31. It's like, Charles just turned 38 this past year. So
It's okay.
he's like, no, no, I'm not calling
He,
him
I thought he already know that his mom is somewhat of a cougar anyway.
that. Yes, but
It's
it's
like men my size, men my age, boring. I need somebody younger that can keep up with my speed and my energy.
Mhm.
oh, hold on. I just did
Yeah.
something stupid. Okay, there we go.
No.
But
On a
outside of that,
brighter note,
Oh, wait.
mhm.
on, on a brighter note, I'm going to share the story with you guys that has been putting a smile on everyone's face this week.
Cool.
Okay. It's not cool. It shows you about our education system, but it is funny. So my wife is leaving on Sunday to go to Germany to see her father for the first time since he got sent over there.
Okay.
And so y'all may never see me again because I don't know if I can function without her. Um, but I was calling AT&T to get, you got to get the international whatever where she can use her phone when she's over there.
Oh, there are companies you can buy a card, a thingy, a SIM card, and that'll do it.
Well, we'd heard that she could possibly, without even have to do all that, go through just do it on text. She could just do
Okay.
text for free. And so I was calling to ask them about it. And the gentleman at AT&T was very nice because Micah's mother works for AT&T. We had an older cell phone plan,
Okay.
and he didn't know anything about it, so he was asking his supervisor and all this. And in the midst of this hour-long conversation, he says to me, "Sir, I know your plan's old, but I do know that a lot of our plans through AT&T have free unlimited call and text to over 20 Latin American countries. I don't know if Germany's included in that."
Oh, okay.
The
And
great Latin American country of Germany.
I said, oh, okay, I'll just pay for the plan. It's okay.
well,
Oh yeah,
Brazil does have a lot of Germans living down there.
yeah.
But it's still not Germany. It's not where we went to fight World War II.
So yeah,
Okay.
The great Latin American country of Germany. Wow.
yeah. So it's been an interesting week.
I'm well, you know how to get us.
Mhm.
He's got my phone number. Call. If you guys find yourselves freaking out, you need to hear a voice of cruel insanity. Call, text. My phone is usually on because I have to keep it on for my mom. Um, so reach out. Scream at a sister, hey, it's crazy. I need to just know that I'm not the only adult alive in the world. Help me. And I answer the phone. Yo. So
I appreciate it. I may take you up on that because I never know if there are any more adults left in the world or not anymore. So
you you know where to find me. Like I said, you know where to find when I have been going through some stuff professionally. And Joe will tell you, I have been hitting him up on Messenger over stuff. And it's like,
Yeah, she will go. She will go that route. I was like, something's wrong with me. I go like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And then she'll be like, well, this is like, no, that's just their process. You're not going crazy. You're doing what you need to do correctly. They are messing up, not you.
But when I need something, I reach out to Joe, or I'll reach out to the group and say, hey, blah blah blah. And they reach back, and it's like, okay, you need to quit being so crazy, but they're there. So that's part of what the group is for.
Hence the line from SWAT. It's like, who do we have to bribe? Who do we have to kill?
It's like,
I mean, the Colin Farrell version of SWAT is to me is like one of the best, if I could say, cop movies that had a universal theme. You got this one major big bad by accident, and they don't realize who they have in custody, and all hell breaks loose.
If would it help if somebody did homework time with the girls a couple of days this coming week?
It'll be fine. We got our plan of moving forward all set out, and we're good to go. And I have my little corner to go hide in if I need to. So, but
well, I won't call you sugar dumpling, but I will at least,
And trust me, she probably won't have the latest recipe for things like chili mac anyway.
Hey, I make a damn good chili mac.
That's right. But I am a trooper. And for Joe, I am completely caught up on KO.
Oh, no.
See, he's ready to torture me. But we have to suffer through one other thing here, because we still on our Hanna-Barbera kick here. And you missed last week. Last week I changed. I kind of flipped the script. We're not doing like the Adventure series anymore. And I came across by accident on one of the cartoon channels that we have up here that there were a total of 3 Hanna-Barbera cartoons that was, well, actually it should be 4. It's really 4 Hanna-Barbera cartoons that originally premiered in prime time. Do you remember which 4, Cliff?
One's a classic.
Well, 2 are classics. Classics. And the other 2 are very, very, very short-lived.
Off the top of my head, no. I want to say Inch Eye Private Eye just because I like Inch Eye Private Eye, but I know that's not right.
No, that was regular afternoon watching.
Flintstones,
Flintstones was the first.
Jetsons,
Okay.
Jetsons was the first in color in prime time.
Really?
The Huddles.
The where's Huddles was another one,
Third.
and
Wait till
your father gets home was the last one.
I'm old.
So last
I've
week
heard
we did Where's Huddles, because Where's Huddles was weird because it tried to be kind of like what they were trying to remake the Flintstones, but it had so much of a football aspect to it, but it really didn't hit on any level as far as where they were going with the comedy and everything with it.
It missed out on so many levels.
Obviously, I've seen the Flintstones and the Jetsons. I have heard of the Huddles, but the last one you said, that I have no idea.
Wait till your father gets. Wait till your father gets home. You've never heard of it?
I don't think I've ever heard of that
NBC prime time. Okay.
How did the theme song start? It's like, something, 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 and we all get along. But wait until something happens really bad, and then my mom goes into this favorite song. Wait till your father gets home.
No.
Oh, man.
But what we're going to show tonight is what I think is the actual pilot that appeared in Love American Style. That was technically is the first episode of Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. And I'm surprised that you don't remember it, because Wait Till Your Father Gets Home was pretty much Tom Bosley's first primetime animated series that he did as a voice. He voiced Harry Doyle, the lead role, the father.
Huh.
So without further ado here, let's go ahead and get into some Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, or as they call it here, it's part of Love American Style. I think it's it was called The Father and some type of love here. Yeah, Love and the Old Fashioned Father. That's what this episode is called. From Love American Style. I want to say circa 1968, I think.
No, actually, Love American Style is like early 70s.
Okay.
Because it's like 72, 73, 74.
I'm an average American guy. I love my wife. Sure, we got our problems. My Irma ain't exactly the best money manager in the world.
Hello, National Bank. I got your statement this morning, and you are wrong. How can I be overdrawn when I've still got 3 checks left?
We owe the bank $84, but she'll straighten it out. She'll write him a check. My grown-up son, Chet. He finished college a year ago, and he still doesn't have a job. He says he's trying to find himself. I don't know where he's been looking, but obviously it's not the barbershop. And this is my teenage daughter, Alice. How about that? I gave her money for a dress, and she comes home with seat covers. I love them all, but I'm a realist. As you can see, we ain't exactly the King family.
Harry, breakfast is ready.
Be right there. Breakfast. Breakfast.
I can't hear.
Try getting a haircut. It'll clear up your condition.
Pop, are you going to start that again? Why does my hair always bother you?
Because your mother gave birth to a son, and I'd like to see a boy around the house, not Shirley Temple.
Keep it up, Papa. So help me. I'm going to join the army.
Don't do it. The country's got enough trouble already.
Can you get home early tonight, Harry? Alice has a boyfriend coming to dinner.
Yeah, and he's very special, Daddy, so please be early. Well, I've got to get to school. See you tonight.
And I got to go, too.
You looking for a job?
No, I'm going down to the slums to work with the poor.
That'll help. You're going to teach him to play tennis?
I've called Mary. She'll help serve dinner tonight.
A maid? Why all the fuss over this boy?
Well, Alice told me how she feels about him. He just may be Mr. Right.
Oh, come on. Alice isn't 18 yet.
Well, I was married at 17.
Yeah, but you've always been old for your age. You know what I mean.
Harry, your daughter is very anxious to make a good impression tonight, so let's help her.
Just workplaces?
Chet's going out tonight.
Oh, good. Things will run smoother. He's always so busy trying to liberate me, I can't get anything done.
Well, how do I look?
Oh, gorgeous.
Really?
Absolutely. If you drop dead, they could bury you just as you are.
Touching the bubble.
Oh, no, Harry. You know I never drink.
Well, I thought this being a special occasion. Shall we go meet Mr. Wonderful?
You go. Alice, he's here.
Good love, everyone. Good love and yellow sunsets.
Oh, I remember this.
You too. And bright green meadows.
Bob! Oh, wow, you look wonderful. Oh, fantastic.
Love is good.
You met my mother and father?
Alice, why don't you show Bob upstairs? Maybe he'd like to freshen up.
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on.
I don't drink, huh?
For this, I put on my mohair.
Harry.
Here I am. Me, Harry Boyle, starring in a new version of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. And you were talking marriage.
Now, calm yourself.
We send her to college, pay a fortune so she can get a good husband, but not her. $4,000 a year and she lands tiny tips.
Harry, you can't judge him just by appearance. He might be a very nice person.
And I might be Lawrence of Arabia.
Look, if Alice sees something in him, he must be all right. So let's just relax and get to know him.
Well,
You say you're majoring in humanities?
Bob can speak 7 languages.
7 languages!
what kind of work do you plan to get into?
Oh, he's going to travel to work with the underprivileged around the world.
My son's in the same business. It don't pay too well.
I'm not interested in money. All I want is the opportunity to travel the world and help where I'm needed.
Oh, but it's tough to cross an ocean without money. You can't stand around an airport runway holding up a hitchhiker sign that says Africa.
Harry.
All Bob is trying to say is that our generation realizes how truly worthless money really is.
How did money get such a lousy reputation? It's fed you, dressed you, sent you to college. It's funny. Behind every kid knocking materialism, there's some poor materialistic father working his materialistic tail off so you can sit around and tell him how awful it is.
You gave us the money. We didn't ask for it.
You didn't turn it down either.
Harry?
And they gotta listen to us because the government is responsible to us taxpayers.
Oh, are you a taxpayer?
No, but I will be.
How? You're not interested in money, and I don't think the government will take beans.
That's not the issue. What's important is to get what you're entitled to. But you and your generation, you never speak up. They named you right. Silent majority.
Silent.
You're a little too tired to go around.
Well, that's what our parents were called.
Besides, who can be heard over you kids?
Now, Harry?
We shall overcome. You finished? I'll help you collect the dishes.
I can handle it.
But I love you. I want to help you.
If you really love me, then don't help. I get paid by the hour. The longer it takes, the more I make.
The establishment's grip on the less fortunate. My first effort will be to educate them. I plan to go down and live for a whole year in the black ghetto.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Good night, Bob. Nice meeting you, Harry.
Oh, yeah, me too. Well, good night.
Good night. Have you told them?
Not yet.
When are you going to do it?
Well, I've been looking for the right moment, but Pop's kind of funny about...
Alice, you're a woman.
All right, I'll tell them now.
I've worn this suit 3 times. A wedding, a wake, and now a disaster. A college man. Educated, huh? Big deal. He's going to be able to say he's unemployed in 7 languages.
Now, Harry, you're getting worked up over nothing.
Nothing, huh? How would you feel if your daughter was seeing that creep?
Alice is my daughter.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Relax. He's a boy. He was just trying to make an impression.
Oh, and he made one, Irma. I'm telling you right now, this is it. Her last date with Nature Boy. He comes within a mile of this house. I'm going to borrow Ralph's rifle, and so help me.
Hey, Harry, you're being irrational.
I am not irrational. Not now, never have been, never will be. I am in complete control of my senses. And if you accuse me of being irrational one more time, I'm going to throw you out the window.
Harry, forget it. I'm sure Alice will see him for what he is.
Come in. Oh, hi, honey. What's up?
Well, I'd like to go away this weekend. Water skiing, okay?
Oh, sure, honey.
Of course you can.
Oh, thanks, Daddy. I was afraid you'd say no. I'll call Bob first thing in the morning.
Bob? You're going with Bob?
Well, not just him. Another couple, Ted and Carol.
Ted and Carol and Bob and...
Right.
Not going anywhere? Forget it.
But, Daddy...
I don't want to hear anymore. Just go to bed.
But, Daddy...
No, absolutely not. And good night.
See, this is more relatable than the huddles.
Yes.
Get these crazy ideas. It's a movie, Irma. You go to the pictures, and the only
Also,
time you
lots
see
of
girls are
injuries
hanging over the back
that
of a
adults
chair.
will get.
She isn't making a movie. All she said was water skiing.
Water skiing my foot. When a boy goes off for a weekend with a girl, he ain't interested in fresh air.
Harry.
Especially that Bob. There's an X-rated boyfriend if I ever saw one.
Still, Harry, I think you were too harsh with Alice.
Harsh? You know what my father would have done? And he was a reasonable man. He'd have flattened her on the spot.
But you can't treat her like that, Harry. You gotta be gentle. You must learn to practice patience.
What we should have practiced was birth control.
Harry, sometimes I honestly think you enjoy being miserable.
Now listen to me, Irma. My children are driving me crazy at home. My partner's killing me in business. Golf bores me. I'm too young for health clubs and too old to chase girls. So what's left? Being miserable is the one pleasure I've got.
I have a lot of pleasure because Alice is not giving up so easy.
Why can't I go? It's just water skiing.
I know all about water skiing between 2 consenting adults.
You have a dirty mind.
You want to go away with 2 fellas, and I have a dirty mind.
Daddy, don't you trust me? You raised me.
I raised you. I didn't raise the others.
Well, for goodness sakes, didn't you go away for weekends when you were young?
Certainly. And that's why you're not going.
You let me go away.
That's right. Why him and not me?
Because boys don't get pregnant.
This is the 20th century. Times are changing. Boys and girls do go away together.
I don't care. You don't know enough.
For goodness sake, Daddy, I take sex education in school.
Fine. Learn in school. But I don't want you doing homework.
Attitude. Sex isn't a secret.
I don't want to discuss it.
Daddy, I'm not a child.
It has nothing to do with it. Your mother is 47, and I don't discuss it with her either.
You and Mother ever go away together?
Never.
Harry, you know, as a matter of fact,
That's the trouble in this house. There's no communication.
All right, I'll communicate. And here's my message. You're not going.
Harry, it just seems to me that if we don't want her to go, we gotta give her an alternative.
See, that's Sam Johnson's son, isn't it? How do you think Alice would like him?
Oh, no.
If this is what you want, I'll go out with him.
Now, I don't want you to hold it against him because he's got a haircut and his shoes are shiny.
Oh, that must be him now.
Good evening, Mrs. Boyle. Evening, sir.
Hey, you remember our Alice?
Sure. Hi, Alice. Well, shall we go?
Not too late now.
Don't you worry, sir. I've got classes tomorrow. Well, good night.
Did you hear? He called me sir. A regular backbone.
Oh, yeah.
10:30 at home already. for more? Well, did you have a good...
Do you have any other suggestions?
Hey, a nice-looking boy like that?
Daddy, don't you understand? Appearance has nothing to do with what a boy is like.
What happened to your
He
sleeve?
tried to pull me back into his car.
I'll kill him.
Now will you admit you're wrong and let me go?
Look, honey, maybe I was wrong about the boy, but I am not wrong about the weekend.
Oh, you're impossible. If Carol Harris is going, so can I, and I am going.
Can you give me a lift, Harry?
Sure, be ready to go in a minute. Can I drop you at school?
Problem, Harry?
Kind of.
Kids today, they sure got funny ideas, huh?
Yeah, the neighbor is hilarious.
I gotta get my daughter interested in something.
You know, you and your family should join up with our vigilante group.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's...
straighten your kids out. Give them something constructive to do.
He used to be part of a duo that their dad used to be, yeah, huh, yeah, huh, yeah, huh, yeah.
Don't throw the government, we'll handle
Who?
them.
Them?
Don't you read the papers? The commies and the mafia have gotten together with the Jews, your Negroes, your Puerto Ricans. Japanese and the Mexicans are in on it too. Along with the liberals, the Catholics, everybody on welfare, and of course all them college kids, what we call the hippies. They're out to take over the country.
Take over the country? That is the country. And just how are they gonna do it?
Through pornography and fluoridation.
Weather watch, fair skies today and tomorrow.
Oh, hi, honey. I'm going to my room. Good night, Mama. Good night, Chet. Good night, Julius.
It can't go on like this, Harry. She hasn't said a word to you in 2 days.
Do you want to let her go?
Why don't you talk to Carol's father? He's letting her go.
Harry, let's go talk to them. I mean, they're parents. Maybe they can help us make some sense with the kids.
I'm not going, and that's my last word.
The way I see it, times have changed. And we gotta change with them, man.
Yeah, that's right, honey.
You mean like you, with that stupid outfit you're wearing?
These clothes are today, baby.
The clothes may be today, but they're covering yesterday's body.
Be in style like me.
That's some combination. Hot pants and surgical stockings.
You ought to really try this. It's luminous. Real cool. Do you think it improves her?
To me, it's like painting the Titanic.
Incense, heavy, turns me on.
And you've let your Carol go away like this before?
Right on, right on. You gotta give them latitude. Ask any psychologist. There's Carol now with her boyfriend Ted. They're fun-loving kids. Of course, my Carol is very popular with the boys.
Alice, go. Like being with Carol would be an experience. I mean, she'd really learn a lot.
Well, Emma, I think we better be going.
You guys splitting so soon?
Hey, I hope this little talk has helped you dig the scene.
It certainly has.
Ah, you gotta get with it, Harry. It's not like when we were kids. You pick up a paper, you read about life swap, and I think about things like that.
I believe it.
How does she breathe?
Through her ears. I'll bet she's popular.
Harry.
You don't have to say it, Irma.
Well, thanks for going over there anyway.
My pleasure.
What are you going to do about Alice?
Well, she'll get over it. One day she'll understand. After all, she's your daughter. Sure looking forward to the weekend. I love Fridays. Hey, what's for dinner?
Roast beef and potatoes.
How about that? Great, huh?
Mother, I won't be here.
Oh, yes, you will. If I have to take away all your clothes, you'll be here.
Papa, I'll never talk to you as long as I live. Maybe even longer.
Okay, but if you change your mind and you want to talk to me, it won't be long distance because you're going to be locked in your room.
You wouldn't dare.
Irma, you have your orders.
Hey, Pop, you want to know what I think?
No.
What a scorcher, huh? Yeah, I'd better get my lawn watered. Well, thanks for the lift, Harry.
Right, Ralph. Hi, honey.
Hello, darling.
Awful quiet. Where are the kids?
Chet went to a basketball game.
Where's Alice? She in her room?
She didn't come home from school. She called to say she was going away for the weekend.
She what?
Alice said she was going to prove that you were wrong and that nothing
OG Del Grill.
Probably still at the Harris's. I'll bring her back if I have to drag her by the hair.
What's up, Harry?
Trouble. My daughter didn't come home from school.
She's been kidnapped?
Well, I don't want to go into it, Ralph. I just want to find her before they take her away.
Oh, don't worry, Harry. Harry, they won't get away with this. We'll cover the countryside. We'll find her. Hello, Charlie.
No.
We've got a condition red. Condition red. And we got to get right on it. I don't care if this is your ball tonight. You call out the company. Pronto, right now.
Harry, baby.
My daughter here.
She was, but she cut out with Carol and the rest of the dudes.
And you let them leave?
Oh, relax, baby. They'll be cool.
Where do they go?
Oh, some lake, I think. I don't know, baby.
You don't know?
Oh, you're uptight, Harry. You're gonna blow it with your daughter. Let me tell you what the kids need today.
No, let me tell you what they don't need. A cool father and a hot mama.
Now, wait a minute, baby.
That was one hell of a push. I didn't realize that the first time around.
Baby.
Well, you were how old the first time you saw this?
I got there too late.
That was one hell of a face palm.
She'll be home.
Harry, I don't understand.
She's my daughter and she'll be home. What time is it?
1:30. Where are you going?
Downstairs. And don't worry. I'm not going to put my head in the oven. Besides, it's electric anyway. I waited all night for her to come into the world. I guess I can wait for her to come home.
Oh, Papa, I'm glad you're awake.
Oh, I got interested in this book.
Oh, you were right. I thought we were going water skiing, but
You don't have to say it, honey.
I hope I didn't upset you and Mama too much.
Don't be silly. If I was upset, could I sit here reading? More than this to upset your father. That must be Chet. I guess he forgot his key.
Don't worry, Harry. They can't. Got all the roads blocked. Let's have some pictures of Alice.
Ralph, she's home.
That won't stop us. We'll find her anyway.
Ralph, she's here.
Oh, she's here. The kidnappers released her, huh? Well, that figures. The minute they hear B Company's on the job, they crack. We've done it again, folks. Glad we could help out, Harry.
Well, thanks a lot. Well, should we turn in?
A good idea. It's 2 in the morning.
2? And Shed isn't home? Wait till I get my hands on that boy. I tell you, we're too easy on these kids.
Julius. And there it is. That is the actual, what I think is the actual pilot for the series here. I don't think there was any more that was on Love American Style outside of that one.
No, that was just the one they showed on Love American Style, and then it then went over and then I think it was the following year or so that the series appeared on NBC.
Yep.
You know. And that was the second ABC show. That was the second segment of an ABC show that got picked up, because I keep thinking the Night Stalker appeared on. I know you keep saying it was a series first, but I keep thinking the Night Stalker appeared on that anthology show before the Night Gallery, before it became a series. It was it was an episode of the Night Gallery. So the Night Gallery and Love American Style were two shows that pushed other shows out, because I know that I saw that episode and it was like, oh, whoa.
Well,
You know,
it's weird when it comes to what they call quote unquote backdoor pilots. I don't consider this a backdoor pilot because, like I said, it was a full segment.
it was a full segment. Just like the Night
Simpsons were.
Stalker. Yeah, they
Simpsons was a statement on Tracy Ullman before it became his own show.
Yeah, it was skits on Tracy Ullman that then proved so popular that I guess they went to Groening and said, "Hey, looks like you may have something here. Do you think you can do this as a series?" And history, and thus history was made. I'd forgotten about the Bob and Carol, Ted and Alice joke.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things and I should have expected it because it's NBC. One of the things that was big on NBC prior to this was Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. And one of the little segments that kept popping up on that show were Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice jokes, because there was a movie that came out called Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. And it was about these two couples that start becoming a foursome. And I never saw the movie, but they talked about it so much. They make jokes about it so much on Laugh-In that, it's like, oh, okay, it's a movie. And it's about these two couples that become a foursome. It was quick to get if you just paid attention, but it was, I forgot that there was a Bob and Carol, Ted and Alice joke in there.
Oh, it was a couple.
There
It's
were
like
a lot of
I didn't catch the full reference of it, but I knew what they were referencing when it's like, oh yeah, Carol could teach her a few things. I'm like, oh.
It was interesting because this was what Tom Bosley did after Happy Days.
Actually, this was
after
during Happy Days.
Are you no, I think the series run after his stint?
Because Happy Days was the 1970s, and Happy Days I could have sworn ran into like 81, 82.
No, I don't think it ran that far. It's because it spun off Laverne and Shirley. And at one point, Happy Days stopped. And Laverne and Shirley kept going. And Mork and Mindy then picked up. Because both of
those were spin off of Happy Days.
Were Happy Days spinoffs. And Mork and Mindy went on into the 80s. Laverne and Shirley.
So did Laverne and Shirley. Laverne and Shirley was in the 80s as well.
Yeah, they ran into the 80s, but I think
I think Happy Days ran to like 80, 81, and then
they were done. But by then, Bosley was doing less and less work on the show.
That is true.
It was more and more about Richie and the gang. Because they were also doing things like, remember, we get the term "jump the shark" from Happy Days,
right?
Because
that was
the ratings were going down, and they were like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" And it's like, "Let's have Fonz. They'll go to California, and we'll have Fonz jump the shark." Because Jaws was a big thing back there, and because they did Fonz jump the shark and Family, which came a few years later. Not Family. It's the one that Billy Crystal got his start with. They did a turn of The Exorcist on that one.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, there was
No. I'm looking at the dates here.
Okay. But they
actually Wait Till Your Father Gets Home predates Happy Days by 2 years.
Oh, so he did that before Happy Days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then what did he come off of to Wait Till Your Father? I'm trying to remember, what did he have before Wait Till Your Father Gets Home? Or at that time was he just doing a lot of guest spots on shows? Because he at one point I think he was like doing a ton of guest spots. It was not unheard of to turn on the TV and you'd see him on Batgirl, and then you'd see him on Bewitched, and you'd see You know,
Right.
there were about six. There'd be a week where you would see Tom Bosley just pop up on sitcoms.
And they kind of twist his arm to actually do this role too, because he originally refused to be Harry Boyle.
Ah, okay.
Because I remember that part of it. But Happy Days premiered January 15th, 1974.
Okay.
While Wait Till Your Father Gets Home was September 12th, 1972. So by almost 2 years.
I was 11. I was 11. I was 10, I think, when they premiered it on Love American Style. And then a year later, it ended up on NBC. So yeah, that was that was around that time. It was a different age. You know, TV was a lot different back then.
Yeah.
You know,
I just like the fact that they had an animated Ron Jeremy for that girl's boyfriend.
Yeah. They made him look kind of similar to that. Yeah.
The boyfriend was Ron Jeremy, and then Alice's dad was Sonny Bono.
Right.
Yep.
You know, it was like all the way to the haircut and the mustache. It was like, oh my goodness. Except I didn't know who Ron Jeremy was at that time. You know, I didn't know who Ron Jeremy was because I did not know porn. I only knew about Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice because, like I said, Laugh-In were doing so many of those jokes on the show that you just, even if you never saw the movie, you knew the title. So it was like, so that's how I knew that. I can't, and it's just, I never saw that movie, but it was an interesting. TV was in some ways more experimental back
especially
then.
during that time, because that was during a time where the Monkees were doing their thing, I believe.
The Monkees was coming off Saturday mornings on ABC. The Monkees were Saturday mornings on ABC. They were part of the Saturday morning lineup. Was how we saw the Monkees. And then a music show, because at some point in kids lineup, they realized, oh, a band and music, and it doesn't necessarily have to be live action, because the Archies. And then
I still think about what happened with the Monkees and what happened with the Archies. If it wasn't for the Monkees, we would not have the Archies.
No, you know. And actually, Boys and Heart, who wrote the music for the early Monkey song, a lot of the early Monkey hits, they appeared on an episode of I Dream of Jeannie.
See, I didn't remember that, but I know what happened with the fallout between him and the Monkees.
You mean Boys and Heart? There was two of them. It wasn't. It was two of them. It wasn't so much the band as it was Kirshner and Don Kirshner and those guys, because Kirshner was I think he was producing the Monkees at that point. But there came a point in which the boys were like, because they were catching flack. Oh, you're not real musicians. You can't really sing. Well, okay, Davey can sing because he was the people forget he was the Artful Dodger. No, he
already had stage presence and everything. But he had
come over from England. They hired him over from England, and he had already been well known on stage and had done a couple of albums on his own. But they kept saying, well, Mike couldn't. They kept saying, well, you can't really play the guitar, and Mike, and
Mike and Mickey and Peter actually had musical skills. They just never was a part of a band until they brought them together.
And Mickey even said, dude, I was the drummer. What was I going to do? Go to parties with my drum kit? Let's be real about this. But they were a manufactured band, because they were supposed to be like an Americanized version of the Beatles.
Well, kind of they were much more than that. The Monkees is technically supposed to be a fictional band that really wasn't, just kind of like how the Partridge Family was. Partridge Family was a fictional band that really wasn't a band. But what happened with the Monkees is that the 4 individuals that they picked to be in a group had backgrounds in music, and it just worked. They struck lightning in a bottle.
And because of the producers,
and because of the producers, because of all the slack they was getting about lack of music talent, they were up there like, we have our own sound now. We have our it's like, it's not like you hired 4 actors. You actually hired people who have background in music. We got songs that we want to do. Producers like, no.
Yeah, Mike and
they turned down
Peter
a number 1 hit. Music. They turned down a number 1 hit that eventually went over to the Archies. And I think that's when the Monkees really broke out, because of the simple fact that they refused that number 1 song. And they did their own thing. You remember what song it was?
No, I'm trying to remember.
They turned down Sugar Sugar.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Mm.
They took it over to the Archies, and the Archies made it a number 1.
and it actually, not only was it a number 1, but Post put it on the back of cereal boxes. There was a time in which if you were lucky enough to catch them in the stores, both the Monkees and the Archies, and I think one other band had the back of on the back
just to make her feel better. Get off my lawn!
Yeah. Anyway, the back
now,
of
technically,
the cereal box was
technically I'm just a fogey, because I wasn't born when all of this happened.
I was born during the time that has happened. I was in 75.
I was actually born in 61, so I am.
So she lived through it. She lived through it. I was born in the tail end of it, so I was aware.
But they used, when they were, the back of the boxes were specially made, and they would press them so that you would cut them and you had a little record. And one was Sugar Sugar. One, I forget which of the Monkees song. I think it was I'm a Believer. Made it to the back. The Monkees, I'm a Believer, Sugar Sugar. And then I think the Partridge Family got, I think I Love You or something like that.
I think I Love You.
Yeah, I think I Love You made the back of the, and then after that they quit because it was very expensive. You know, it was expensive to produce these. And they were limited edition. You did not, if you didn't get there when those boxes came out, you didn't get them. You know, because it was like every teenage girl with an allowance. Even if she didn't like Sugar Puffs or whatever, they were buying them boxes. And the only reason I know this is because my Aunt Julia got them. My grandma bought them for my Aunt Julia. Either my grandma bought them or my Uncle Samuel did. And that's how I know, because I think I had Sugar Sugar. The only problem was they were basically, it was a special coating and then pressed onto cardboard. So they didn't, unless only you played them once and then put them away, and they didn't come with a jacket because you had to cut them off. And you had to be careful, because if you didn't do it right, you might cut part of the pressing and it wouldn't play right. It would play maybe once or twice, and then it would start degrading. So there you have it. You know, from the your point out, I was there for that shit.
I knew that Laney babysat friend. Oh wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, that one was kind of harsh.
Oh, kind of.
But I think it's going to be that time for Cliff to get me upset, because
before I do that,
okay.
Before I get you upset, I haven't been on since, but I wanted to brag on my sweetie.
Okay.
My dear wife, for Christmas this year. She presented me with this very large box that weighed about 1,000 pounds. And I opened it, and inside of it were 10 of these lovely 3-ring binders
Oh, so she got you the Marvel Universe set, the 3-ring binder Marvel Universe set.
The
I'm coming to
Marvel
your house. I'm taking that. I'm
and
sorry.
the DC one.
You can't fight me.
Oh, she got you the Who's Who as well.
Yes.
They mine now. You just
They're
be
beautiful.
prepared. I'm coming. I got all my stabby things. You dead.
It's a complete collection of them, and stuck in amongst them, I don't know where these came from, but there was another binder,
Uh-huh.
and it was full of all of these other 3-ring things that I thought were part of the Ohatmu, the handbook, but this apparently from
Is
the
that
early
part of the
90s
gamers? That part of the gamers manual, the gamers
was
Marvel
a
Universe.
role-playing game.
Yeah, the Marvel, the gamers handbook to the Marvel superheroes.
Yeah. And so I've got almost a complete set of that too, to go along with the year before. She tracked down a lot of the old DC role-playing game source books for me.
Who
So
did she kill to get that?
I never asked her, but she is like
See, now you want to
bloodhound.
make me do what I
Now
don't
I
want
gotta
to do.
get online and see what tech bros have gone missing because
See, now
Yeah.
y'all going to make
got
me do,
somebody
y'all
and
going to.
inflicted some pain because I know some dudes who have it, and you have to damn near kill them just for them to admit that they own it, not to get them to let you put a peeper on it.
Yeah, she's very persuasive, and I love her, but she scares me sometimes because once something becomes a thought to her, it becomes an action. Like we were
Hold on,
gonna,
we got to take a minute for the unknown tech bro who obviously has stopped existing. Let us take a moment of silence. Okay.
because I told her, since she's leaving to go to Germany this weekend, I wanted to spend some time with her before she left. I was like, I want to have some time with you before you go. So last Monday, she came up to me and she goes, "We're going to Hot Springs."
Whoa, she done took out Nicolas Cage.
So she's at fault for the $1.5 million copy of Action Comics #1.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna give me this, or you ain't gonna make it till morning.
Yeah, that's her.
Or
But yeah,
maybe.
she goes, "We're going to Hot Springs this weekend. I already set it up." I was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, thought, action.
Hey,
It's beautiful.
well, dude,
It's beautiful, but scary.
take some energy, take some underdog super energy pills with you. Work on your
Or the
abs.
Roger Ramjet, what is it called? That give him the strength of 20 animal bombs for 20 seconds.
Yeah. No, well, we went last weekend, and it was awesome because I hadn't been to Hot Springs since I was like a little kid, so I didn't know all the stuff that grown-ups do there. But because I'm a giant old person too, our Airbnb we stayed in was my favorite part because it came complete with a waffle station. I
Well,
was like, this is perfect.
work on them abs. Strengthen them abs, boy. You gonna need it.
I don't need something. But yes, so I wanted to brag on her because I was not expecting to open up a 200-pound box and it'd be full of who's and handbooks of the Marvel Universe. So,
Well, before you get started, I did not do a lot of reading this week. It's been kind of a crazy week, but I have been watching on Netflix. You can find it. It's called Frieren Beyond Journey's End. And I didn't watch the first Frieren season. She's an elf mage, and she gets with a classic D&D style party. So she's the mage, they have a warrior, they have a cleric, and then they have, of course, a big strong hero guy. And this series that I'm watching takes her after, because she's an elf. Elves live, they're very old, and all of the guys except the dwarf who is on the end of his life, have died. So she has buried her other of her three comrades. She's already buried two. And the series is her dealing with life after, because they went and they got rid of the big bad, and now she is touring the world. That is sort of, there's, it's not that there still aren't big bads out there, but they got rid of the big bad, and these are what she's encountering now, are those who are trying to become the big bads until she shows up and goes, please, you ain't that bad. I like it because the hero is female. The elves in this series are not like your Tolkien elves. They kind of, she meets an elf. The elves don't really talk a lot to each other. They are more solitary creatures, and as you find out about elves in this, it's kind of like, well, geez, how do you guys even have elves? Because y'all don't spend much time together. They spend time with everybody else but elves, which is why in this series the elves are beginning to die out. Their numbers are dwindling because elves kind of look at each other and go, "I ain't horny, bye." They go off and kill monsters and they don't have sex. So to me, that just cracks me the heck up. It's like we make friends with humans or whatnot. We go off, we kill stuff, we don't have sex. And that's why they're dying out. But other than that, it isn't interesting because it's looking at this series from her perspective of, she, for the first time, is learning about loneliness and grief and how to work your way through it and how to not let it block you off from new people and new challenges and things like that. And it was better than I expected it to be. So, young girls, if you're looking for something for everyone, Beyond Journey's End, I think it's made specifically more with girls in mind. Not that guys can't watch it and go, "Oh, that's a good series," but I think this was, at least this series was made more with girls in mind, to give girls kind of a hero that they could kind of look up to. And like I said, this new series is like a journey of self-discovery for her. And especially since it turns out one of the characters, one of the men who's already died, when they show flashbacks, it becomes very apparent that this guy was in love with her. And I'm coming up on the last few episodes, so it'll be interesting to see, because she wants to go to this place so she can talk to his spirit. And I'm beginning to wonder if she's beginning to realize that she was in love with him too. So, but yeah, it's definitely one I enjoyed. And I have not sat and watched it. I was planning to go through it this weekend. I hear a second season of Fallout is good. I will let you know next week when I've sat down and watched it. And also, if you haven't, watch some teasers for Doomsday, because I was watching them watching Struggle Nation watch them, and dang, that's dang. There's 4 so far. They're talking about releasing one, I think one a week for a while. They have quite a few people, but the lineup is looking interesting.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, so I'm not going to sit up here and go through all of these in depth.
What? We're waiting on that.
Main 2, but I will show you. I went through, because this was DC's All Fight Month for DC KO, and I read Night Fight issue 2, DC KO issue 2, and then we get into the individual fights that they broke off into their own issues, which almost gave me a stroke. Superman versus Captain Atom.
What?
Wonder Woman versus Lobo,
What?
which may be the worst comic book I have read in a very, very long time. Aquaman versus Hawkman. Cyborg versus Swamp Thing.
No. Cyborg has too much respect for Swamp Thing and too much self-respect to deal with that.
Harley Quinn versus Zatanna. Jay Garrick, the original Flash, versus Guy Gardner. And of course, because we had to, Jason Todd, the Red Hood versus the Joker.
Oh, a rematch.
Now, just a little pretense here. All of these fights, just like any good pro wrestling show from Mexico, are all 2 out of 3 falls to win.
Okay.
And out of all of those that I named, Superman versus Captain Atom, Wonder Woman versus Lobo, Aquaman versus Hawkman, Cyborg versus Swamp Thing, Harley Quinn versus Zatanna, The Flash versus Green Lantern, Red Hood versus Joker, only one of those ended with 2 straight wins. All the rest of them went all 3 rounds. Can you guess which was the one that ended with 2 straight victories?
The Harley Quinn, and whatchamacallit?
Nope.
Lobo and Wonder Woman.
Aquaman
and Hawkman.
Aquaman beat Hawkman 2 straight. Because of course he did. So starting off.
Wait. How? Okay.
I have a headache.
I'm just trying to think. How would Nth Metal protect him for everything that Aquaman can do?
Well, no, see, the thing is, Aquaman beat Hawkman 2 straight because apparently now I'm behind on modern comics besides reading these.
Oh, Aquaman won 2 straight?
Aquaman won 2 straight.
I thought Hawkman beat Aquaman.
No. Aquaman apparently has become the water version of Swamp Thing. He's become the avatar of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
So he used his new aqua powers to kick Hawkman's ass twice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, seriously, Zatanna almost lost to Harley Quinn, but poor Carter can't even get 1 win. But we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
Night Fight issue 2. Remember, they killed Batman in the first issue of DCKO, but we can't have an event without Batman in it, so he gets his own series. And he is bouncing around the multiverse, coming into different versions of Gotham City with different ones of his Robins in charge of it. And at the end of issue 1, he was in the Gotham that Dick Grayson was in charge of. And they fight because, of course, they do. And Batman wins the fight, even though they do take time to explain how even Bruce Wayne thinks Dick Grayson would be a better Batman and is a better person than he is. The reason Batman won the fight was because Dick Grayson is too trusting and likes people too much. That's the moral of the story. Be a paranoid schizophrenic like Batman and you can win any fight. But as soon as he beats Dick Grayson, he gets shot off through the multiverse and he lands in the version of Gotham City that Jason Todd has become Batman in, because of course he does.
Holy guacamole.
And in this version of Gotham, Jason is the only person left alive because the Joker released a giant unstoppable wave of Joker toxin across all of Gotham City, and the way to stop it, Jason put a red hood over all of Gotham City. See?
And so everybody's dead.
Everyone's dead except Jason, who stays there to protect the city and keep the legacy of Gotham alive, because just like in today's America, there are dumbasses who want to go see what's going on and don't believe it. And they get affected by the Joker gas, and Jason has to deal with them.
Oh, great.
But so now we're about to have Bruce and Jason fight, and it is revealed because this is kind of like Quantum Leap. If y'all remember that show where
Oh yeah, Quantum Leap.
Bruce jumps into the body of that universe's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
So in the last issue, he jumped into a Bruce Wayne who had a midlife crisis and went in the Lazarus pit and went crazy. But in this universe, as the last page reveal, Bruce Wayne's nowhere to be found. He jumped into Basil Karlo, the original Clayface's body, who somehow believes he's Bruce Wayne.
Oh, wow.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
the next issue will be Jason Todd versus Clayface Batman.
It's like, yeah, you're Bruce. No, I really am. No, we get it. Yep. You're Bruce. No, you're not. No. Yes, sweetie, we get it. Here, have a biscuit.
Here, have a biscuit.
Which is kind of an interesting turn because if you remember in the original Hush series, Clayface pretended to be Jason Todd.
Yep.
So now Bruce is Clayface and Jason has to fight him. So, but then we get into the main event of the series, DC KO issue 2. And I'm just going to go on record and say, I usually am really big into event comics. I love the big crossovers. The wackier, the better to me. But this one might have gotten me at my breaking point. This is a little too much even for me. So it starts off at the end. We're going into the second round of the competition. After last issue, we got rid of half of the competitors. And now we're down to the last, to the next 32. And they've been transported to what they say is the world of the dead Titans, which is where Darkseid came to gain his Omega power. And instead of it being a fight, it's a scavenger hunt. Where scattered throughout this world, they have 16 items of power from the DC universe that whoever finds them can use, and the people who don't find one of the 16 are eliminated. Now, this is where I started losing the plot, because here are the items of power out of the entire DC universe they decided to pick. Blue Beetle Scarab.
Okay, that makes sense.
The God Killer Sword, which I think was from Wonder Woman.
No, I thought that was Mangog.
It might be. That one was, I couldn't remember exactly where it's from. The Whirlgog, or Whirlgog, which was what powered the android Hourman in the 90s.
Right.
Ray Palmer's belt.
Yeah, I could see that because I forgot the reason why. It's like, for some reason, Ray Palmer's belt has access to multi microverses.
Yeah, it's something to do with the White Dwarf Star energy
Right.
in it. A mother box, Psycho Pirate's mask, Thor's hammer,
Mjolnir,
Bane's venom.
Yeah. Reason Bane's venom because they have perfected it. There is a perfected form of Bane's venom that does not have any side effect.
Okay. Super steroids next to a mother box and Thor's hammer just doesn't seem that big of a deal to me. But
yeah, but you know how DC is.
Yeah. A Speed Force ring, which I guess has Speed Force energy in it. And instead of one, it has all of the lantern rings from all the different colored lanterns. Johnny Thunder's pin that has the Thunderbolt in it. The Claw of Horus, which was one of Hawkman's gimmicks. Katana's sword from the Outsiders. The Lasso of Truth. And Starman's Cosmic Rod are the ones we know. And then it says, and one mystery item. And it's just a question mark.
Right. I could see Starman's rod. They haven't explained exactly how much power it actually wields.
The only problem I have with it is the Golden Age Starman's cosmic rod, which technically that's the gravity rod. It was the one that Stargirl and Jack Knight have that was a cosmic rod, the longer one.
Right.
But okay, so now they're all going off to fight for him. They're going through. Etrigan and Wonder Woman start fighting for whatever item they're closest to. And okay, I know she's Wonder Woman, but she's not going to beat Etrigan with one kick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Then Giganta shows up, and before Giganta can do anything, the Joker has found the Atom's belt. And I did not realize that the Atom's belt could make you grow like Giant Man.
Yeah.
So he steps on Giganta and squishes her and then eats her. Because of course he does. Then we have more fighting. Plastic Man and Metamorpho fight, which is kind of cool to think about.
That would be a cool fight to watch.
Well, it's only 3 panels and Metamorpho wins.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Considering that E.O. O'Brien's immortal.
Exactly. Then Jay Garrick and Guy Gardner are fighting over the Speed Force ring, and Harley Quinn ends up with it. Then of course we have to have Lex Luthor and Superman fight, and Lex has powered up his suit with all these different forms of kryptonite, and from somewhere he has a sword made out of the Phantom Zone.
I think he perfected it.
Yeah, well, he cut off Superman's hand with it, and then just walked off. And then Lobo, of all people, ends up with Bane's venom.
That's the one person you don't want to have that.
No. Let's see. And then Starro shows up, and Lobo rips him apart, but all the little pieces turn into other Starros and start trying to take over the heroes and the villains. Until Wonder Woman picks up Mjolnir and lightnings them all to death. Jason Todd ends up with the Blue Beetle Scarab and makes guns because, of course, he does.
Wait, the Scarab actually allowed him to do that?
Yeah.
Because again, the Scarab has to bond with the user. If it doesn't bond with the user, it does nothing.
Then Big Barda gets killed by the Joker, who shrinks down inside of her brain and kills her.
What?
Yeah. And then this one's kind of funny. King Shark picks a fight with Vixen. And King
Shark is a shark.
King Shark's a shark.
Yes.
And
that still doesn't mean that Vixen can summon the powers of a shark and beat him at his own game.
Well, see, that's where it gets funny, because he's talking about, I'm a great white, channel whatever you want. I'm the top of the pyramid, toughest fish in the ocean. And she goes, but see, I can channel the powers of anything on Earth, including Dinosaur Island. And she channels the power of a megalodon.
Oh, she pulled the Sci-Fi Channel on him.
Yes. And see, Star Sapphire beats Lex Luthor to the power rings, and so she gets all the different Lantern spectrums on her hand except one. Luthor ends up getting the Black Lantern ring because, of course,
yes, the ring of death, death ring.
I'm old, okay. I'm old.
Wait, but how? Wait, okay. I'm wondering how that's going to work now.
Well, he doesn't have it very long. He gets it and uses it to bring back to life all the old gods and titans that Darkseid had killed on this island they were on. Captain Atom, while this is happening, takes out Supergirl and pisses off Superman. And then Superman finds the final mystery item, because they said to find the mystery item, You have to follow the example of Darkseid, and you shall be rewarded.
Gummy
And
bears?
because Darkseid apparently sacrificed himself for ultimate power, Clark took a shard of kryptonite and shoved it through his heart and died. But when he died, he came back to life with his hand, of course. But he had gained the last mystery item, which was Darkseid's Omega powers. So he has Omega Beam heat vision now.
Oh, great.
And he's
Great.
just,
Vision that doesn't stop following you until the ends of the earth.
yeah. And so he takes out all the zombies, and we're left with our final 16, which are the ones we talked about in the fights coming up. Joker,
Joker, Lobo,
Jay Garrick, Superman, Guy Gardner, Zatanna, Hawkman, Lex Luthor, Harley Quinn, Jason Todd, Aquaman, Captain Atom, Wonder Woman, Swamp Thing, and Cyborg. But it kind of threw me off because there's a picture of panel of Etrigan here, but he's nowhere to be found in any of these books. That one kind of confused me.
King Shark became a fish stick.
Yep.
Yes, and then the very last scenes we see, okay, maybe, are inside the watchtower, where instead of the quintessence, we have the quantum quorum,
right,
of Gorilla Grodd, Doomsday as the Time Trapper, the World Forger, and a Darkseid possessed Booster Gold watching everything. And Booster decides it's time to unveil himself, and Booster Gold, with a fraction of the power of Darkseid, kills the Time Trapper, who is also Doomsday. And that's the cliffhanger for issue 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that
And
your
then
wife? Oh, was that the missus or your daughter?
Do I?
Was that the missus or your daughter?
That was the little daughter. She's playing the video game, and she came to tell me she got 9 kills on it. I was like, oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Which is amazing because she plays on 1 foot hopping up and down.
She got energy.
She got something.
For art, I found the channel. It's one of the channels I follow. It's called Proco. And it's just art instructions. You can look at the videos, find the ones you like, and create a playlist for her.
Okay. Send me the link in the group chat.
Yeah, okay.
I will forget that now.
I will. I actually have a list of artists, a lot of which are women that she might like to watch, because they not only talk about being artists, but one is about to become a mommy. One became a mommy a couple of years ago. So they talk about not just art, but the challenges they're facing as women trying to raise a family and do the work and stuff. So it's it's that sort of extra feminine sort of voice talking about, here are challenges that, if you want to become an artist, these are challenges. If you're a woman, you're going to face, how to be that artist and still have a marriage and still have, still raising a kid. And Minnie Smalls is lucky because her husband's a chef. So there are times when he'll come home and cook or bring food, and so she doesn't have to. But
Nice.
but yeah, there are quite a few artists, and like I said, I'm still going through my list to find who I think might be really good for her. But I was thinking, I really love Minnie Small's work. I really love Happy D. Drawing with waffles is a lot of fun. She's younger than them, but she's still a lot of fun. But she's got some neurodivergency issues, and she took the time. Several artists after 2020, from 2020 to 2024, suddenly started dropping off because they realized they were burning out, because the algorithm as an artist, you're constantly trying, and it's even hard on Instagram. You're constantly trying to create work because the algorithm is demanding that in order to get your stuff out there, you have to keep producing and keep producing and keep producing. And some of them have talked about how they've had to pull back because otherwise they feel they're not producing anything of value. They're just producing work for producing work, and they don't feel like they're growing at all. But like I said, I'm trying to find those. I just watched on Proco. There was a young woman, Asian woman, who just did a great class on painting traditionally. So I'm trying to find and Mini Small and Happy D and Drawing with Waffles, as well as some others, are traditional artists. Does she like manga more than does she like manga or anime type stuff?
Yeah, they're way more into anime than they are anything else.
Then Sarah Fabrizi and Sarah Fabrizi would be good for her because Sarah Fabrizi and like I said, I'm gonna make a list of people for you and I'll pop it in the group because there are artists I follow because they get a lot of the different companies like Artists, Artesia, and whatnot send them their new supplies, and then they do videos and they'll say, "Hi, these guys just sent me this, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion," and they'll sit there and they'll talk about the different supplies, how good they feel, how good they don't feel, and stuff. And Lindsay Relic, the Frugal Crafter, probably knows more about Copics. The only person on this planet I think who knows more about Copics and using Copics would be Miyazaki Sensei. You know, he's about the only other person I think who knows more about Copics than she does, because this woman has probably used every version of Copics to come out. And she's got a section of her wall that's nothing but Copic markers.
Nice.
So she's, but in regards to what is out there, and because one of the things I need to know is what supplies is she looking to use, or what is she looking to do? Because I still have to get her box together.
Right.
And I need you to let me know what is it that she's looking to do. And if I can find some stuff that'll at least get her started, then I can, with the stuff I already have, then ship that to her.
All right. I will do that. Of course, I'll have to she has to make a decision. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to set up a time where even if it's just on the phone, she can call me. We can sit and talk. She can tell me about what she's looking to do.
Okay.
Because I'm more than, like I said, if you needed help in that regard, that's something I have skill with. Or if there's something about literature she's interested in, I know some great women's literature or just whatnot, she might find interesting. But I will say I was a weird child. I read the Odyssey when I was 11.
Oh. Okay.
So, just so you know, I read the Odyssey at like 11, which is not, I was told isn't normal for most children.
No, by no means that was normal.
I just thought it was a lot of fun.
It is a fun series.
It was.
I didn't read the Odyssey until what, 15, 16.
I think we had to read part of it in school.
Yeah, that's the reason why it was 15, 16.
Yeah.
No, by the time I was 14, I'd read the Iliad, the Odyssey. What is it? I'd read A Midsummer Night's Dream, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth. Trying to think, was it Henry III? Yeah, Henry III. So I was a weird child. I was I was one of those teachers that's like, oh, you can read that and understand it. It's like, well, yeah, it's kind of like it's the same as the King James Bible. And it's like, okay, fine, here, read this. So, you know, I had teachers that thought my brain was fun to mess with. So, but I won't do that.
And Lane being like, challenge accepted.
Basically, challenge accepted. You know, but yeah, you know, because Charles, I mean, within this household, my youngest knows, you know, he knows Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Charles knows Yu-Gi-Oh and manga and games, and Courtney knows all sorts of manga and games and stuff. So, you know, we can find stuff that, you know, that hopefully will interest her brain and push her along learning wise. And yes. I won't be so cruel as to make her watch I wouldn't make her watch like Vampire Hunter D or anything like that, or Hellsing Ultimate.
Oh, we watch Hellsing over here. It's okay.
Have you watched the abridged? Have you watched the Team 4-star version?
No. No, we've only watched
that by yourself. Watch that by yourself, because you don't want. It's a great series, and it is as bloody and insane as the original version, but it's Team 4-star, so it's highly inappropriate humor.
Language inappropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It follows it, but the language makes it funny.
Well, it's not just the language, though. You know, the big titty police guild joke is you can't get past that. But you know, I enjoyed it. I'll watch it with you.
Again, I still enjoy the Team 4-star X-Men stuff. Dealing with the Juggernaut. I have not watched that one. Dealing with the Juggernaut.
Oh, okay. I have to watch that one. Charles turned me on to Dragon Ball. I started watching Dragon Ball with him.
Those are funny too.
Yeah, they have started on Sailor Moon. I have not watched it yet. I think I have to tie up Courtney and force her to sit and watch it with me. She's got headphones on, so she's acting like she can't hear a word I'm saying.
She's like, la, 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 I can't hear you. La, 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 la.
She's got her cute little kitty cat headphones going, I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't hear a thing.
Okay, so for the rest of these, I'm not going through them in detail. I'm just going to hit the high points of them because there's a lot of them.
Oh, God.
The thing that I like that I did find kind of cool about all of these versus books are, because I said it was 2 out of 3 falls, in between each round. Let me see how they word it. When one combatant loses, that combatant must choose a form to ensure victory. So basically, any version of them throughout, they don't say continuity, but basically throughout the history of the character is up for grabs. So Captain Atom wins round 1 by absorbing all the solar radiation out of Superman.
Ooh.
So
smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then for the next round, it's kind of neat because they have like the different versions of the characters in the background you can choose from. And Captain Atom chooses his evil form from the 90s Monarch, and Superman chooses the Superman Prom from the DC 1 Million series.
Yeah.
And Superman wins round 2 by freezing the universe.
Yeah.
It is not our fault that he lost the first round. And it's like he goes, screw you to the universe because he lost the first round.
Yes. And then Captain Atom decides he's going to cheat, and he absorbs all the different versions of himself into one form. And it's actually kind of funny because apparently one version of Captain Atom, and I didn't know this, can control time. And so he broke apart his origin and started throwing pieces of his history at Superman.
Okay.
Including the explosion that turned him into Captain Atom. But somehow this led to because he cheated, the Heart of Apocalypse, that's just making them fight, gave Superman the power of all the different Supermen and Captain Atom.
Oh, great.
So we have Super Atom, and he rips poor Captain Atom in half and makes him go explodey, and that's the end of him. And so
Oh,
Superman,
Well, again, Captain Atom could explode at any given time, so
yeah,
that to me is a cop out ending.
yes. Now they're talking about him exploding. They had one. It was a throwaway line, but I really wish they would have do something with it at some point later on. Let me see, where is it at? Um, Basically, it's talking about how uh, Captain Atom, he goes, when anytime I explode. Basically, Clark was yelling at him for Captain Atom beating up Kara, and and basically Captain Atom said, we're always looking to save civilians and look out for the little guy. Um, but anytime I exploded and got all those times I was launched across time and space, you never came looking for me.
Yep, that's true.
He has a point there.
That is true.
Yeah.
That
But
is
so
true.
yes,
but
so
it kind of has
Superman
the ring of a
wins.
lover's quarrel.
So Superman wins and moves on in that battle.
Because of
And your
we
mother
say
makes
so.
really bad pot roast.
It's
Yeah.
because of we say so. It's like you exploding. It's like unless there is no container that could hold him after the explosion, yeah, Captain Atom reforms himself.
Yeah. And then we get into, I'm sorry, I really wanted to like this because I like Wonder Woman and I find Lobo funny, but this was just a giant comedy book.
They made fun of my girl.
So they're in there fighting.
Yeah,
Or
Lobo
they're
probably kept hitting on her as they fight.
So it started off they were
That's just how
going
Lobo
at
is.
it, and they're just trading hands, and Lobo wins the first round by beating Wonder Woman to death.
Well, that I could actually see because again, Diana and this is not about preparation. It's just like she's warrior born, and so as she fights, she learns technique. She sees your technique,
And she
And so
adapted.
the next round, they get to pick a form. Wonder Woman picks her Kingdom Come armor form. And this did make me laugh. I'm not going to lie about it.
That's the armor they used in Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, that comes from Kingdom Come.
Okay.
Yeah.
What form did he pick?
And to quote this Lobo right here, but just in case you felt like going 3 rounds in the sack instead of in the ring, I thought I'd give you something prettier to look at. You're welcome, ladies. And he chose the Lipstick Lobo New 52 version of himself.
It's silly. He's being silly now.
And for some reason, this isn't called cheating. Wonder Woman called in all the Wonder Girls, Cassie, Yara, and Donna Troy, to fight with her.
She didn't call Nubia?
Nubia is not a Wonder Girl. She never was.
Yeah, she wasn't one of the Wonder
Woman. Nubia was a Wonder Woman.
And she should have called Nubia. Her and Nubia would have whooped his butt good. Handed it back to him and some other things too.
Yep.
And then the other funny panel in it, if this is a deep cut for people who really know their stuff about Lobo and about Wonder Woman, Changa is beating the shit out of the space dolphins.
I can see it. I can see it.
But
I can see it. I understand why.
All the Wonder family team up and they chop up Lobo into little pieces and he loses. And then we go into
Wolverine did that to him once.
Yeah, don't get me started about that. And then the final round, this was again We're not taking any of this seriously whatsoever. They compete in different forms of combat throughout history. They're doing power slap. For those of you who are Wu-Tang Clan fans, they're having a chess boxing showdown.
Slap, slap, slap. I began to like this. You got booze. Slap, slap, slap.
The Shin Kicking Championship. They battle in car jitsu.
Whoa. Car jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're choking each other with seatbelts.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
they just have gladiator combat. And Lobo shoves his hook into Wonder Woman's back and makes a lewd comment, and Wonder Woman stabs him with his sword. But Lobo reminds us, didn't nobody tell you I'm the big cheese, the main man? I'm the toughest, honorest son of a bastard in the fragging universe. The mean hombre who made a deal with the damn almighty so I can't die. And then the almighty shows up and says, yeah, never mind, I'll allow it. And Diana kicked Lobo in the balls and then stabbed him through the heart and wins.
Well, she's got better tits, so.
The higher power comes out of nowhere and pulls a Mills Lane. I allow it.
Yeah.
Talk about DC celebrity deathmatch moment.
This was so ridiculous. It's like, this is too much for me. I can't deal with this wackiness. Because I actually thought like a Wonder Woman Lobo fight would be a cool comic, but they went the slapstick version with it. And then the last thing we see is another interlude in the Watchtower. Booster Gold has killed Doomsday Tom Trapper, and now is fighting the World Forger. For any of you who don't know who he was created by Scott Snyder for the Metal event, and his job was to forge all of the worlds in the multiverse. So that's the level of power we're dealing with. And Booster Gold
whooped his butt.
Booster Gold dog walked him.
Well, it's not just Booster Gold; it's a possessed Booster Gold.
Yes, but they make it a point to saying he only has a fraction of Darkseid's power. So, yeah.
And yet he okay.
Yeah. And then
I get what this is. They were snorting stuff, and the guy whoever gets to write a particular book is because they woke up, but we're still in the mind space of the snorting stuff, and that's what we're looking at. These are fever dreams, that are because of stuff people snorted.
That actually makes more sense than anything else does. Then we have Hawkman versus Aquaman. These aren't their own individual books. They're inside the monthly titles. Like, this is part of Aquaman 12. So it went a little bit quicker. They show up and they fight, and because Aquaman can control the blue now, he drowned Hawkman. Round one over.
So no matter where Hawkman flies, he can just make water around him and drown him.
Yes. And so then we go into the interlude between the rounds, and Hawkman chooses the form of himself that is empowered by the Egyptian god Horus.
Okay.
And they are fighting in space. And Hawkman believes he has the advantage because there's no water anywhere around because they're so high up in the air. But then Aquaman goes, aha, you forget your body is 60% water.
Yep.
And so he pulls all the water out of Hawkman's body and drops
dehydrates.
His crispy corpse in the sun.
Wait a minute, no, he shouldn't have dropped him in the sun because Horus is okay, fine.
Again, somebody didn't do their mythology homework. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. It's bad writing.
So that was a quick 2-0 victory, proving that according to DC, Hawkman is a jobber.
Well, Germany's now part of South America, so Why
That's
should
right.
we expect anything less?
That's right. And Cyborg versus Swamp Thing.
Oh,
Look. Don't get me wrong. I grew up reading New Teen Titans. I love Vic Stone.
I
I'm not gonna
love
lie.
Cyborg. I love Swamp Thing.
There is no version of anything in the universe where Swamp Thing loses to Cyborg, but that's what happens.
There is
Um,
one, but I doubt that they would ever write it that way. And that's the
Well-
version of Cyborg that has full control of the mother box.
Well, that's the version that loses. Round 2.
Ooh, good
Round-
for Swamp Thing. That tells me that Swamp Thing is more powerful than a mother box.
Round 1 is just Cyborg one-shotting Swamp Thing and killing him.
See, that would have never happened.
Yeah, but Swamp Thing says he did it because plants are still and they're slow and they learn. So he was just trying to figure out what to do. And I will say this is a really awesome 2-page spread of all the different versions of Cyborg, including the actual Teen Titans Go cartoon version right here.
I love that version of Cyborg. He does the.
And sadly, unfortunately, they have the version of him where he was liquid metal and was gold for some reason.
Yeah,
From
the
Teen
short-lived
Titans.
thing. Yeah.
Yes. But he ends up choosing the full-on Mother Box version, and Swamp Thing goes with it's kind of hard to tell because all versions of Swamp Thing look alike, except he's a little more red than green in this one. And he just dissolves Vic.
Yeah.
End of story. All right. I'm skipping all the stuff about the monthly comic in here because I'm not caught up, and I'm not trying to be mean. I really don't give a shit if Roy Harper's daughter, who's grown up, doesn't like him now, because I don't like Roy either. So whatever. But in the final round, in another quick nod to the cartoon, Cyborg picks a version of himself that looks like the armor that he had when he got sent back in time and fought with the cave people.
Okay.
If you remember that episode.
Yes.
And they fortunately who wrote this, John Layman, I think's his name. He's the regular writer of Titans right now. He remembers that Swamp Thing is not saddled to just one body. He actually can make multiples of himself. So he's fighting and just making more and more of himself the whole time. But this version of Cyborg is not alone. This version is his Titanic form. It has star bolts and shadow magic and arrows and a scream of sticks. Because he has all the powers of his friends, and the power of friendship is what beats Swamp Thing.
Lame. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like, the power of Beast Boy compels you. It's like, what?
The power of
seriously, it says right here on the next page.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
And on the very next page, it says right here, you think you're timeless, enduring. So is friendship. So is loyalty.
Hold on.
Like I said, the power of Beast Boy compels you.
And Swamp Thing was like, yeah, man, right on. Go do your thing. And he lets Vic kill him. And so Cyborg wins.
So pretty much it was kind of like, you're right. I don't have no friends.
Yeah.
Because I have no friends, you win.
Wait a minute. No, he no.
Like I said, the power of Beast Boy compels you because it's that stupid ass logic.
Wednesday is not happy. Wednesday is not happy. And neither is Thing. Thing is giving the finger.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to zoom through this one. Zatanna versus Harley Quinn. Zatanna comes up and she's excited to see that it's Harley Quinn, and it's like, oh, hey, Harley, I'm glad it's you. Let's have a fair. And before she can say fight, Harley crushes her larynx where she can't speak backwards and then hits her with a hammer.
Of course she does, because she's Harley Quinn.
Yes. And then round 2, Harley Quinn picks her what looks like her Ami Kami costume or something that was designed by an anime artist.
Right.
Um, and she's fight, and this time Zatanna decides, I'm going to prove to you I can beat you without magic. And they have a girl fight, pulling hair and stabbing each other.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's very stupid considering that Harley Quinn now has healing ability, so it's not going to be a fair fight.
But Zatanna knocks her out and wins round 2. Okay, and then for round 3, Harley jumps into one of Zatanna's forms and gets her magic. So now they have a magic fight. I was really hoping Zatanna would change into the version of her that had the cool George Perez costume from the 80s with the snake on her head, but she never did.
I never
They just
saw
kept her in her
that.
fishnets.
Well, again, I would if they did what they did for Cyborg, I kind of wish that they would did the version of her where she had Naboo's helmet and she was a fake for a few moments.
Yeah, well, they didn't go that way.
As a Dr. Fate with Molly Wop.
I was about to say she would have just turned Harley into a sandwich and munched her to death.
And so now Harley's fighting her with magic and is being mean to her, saying, you're nothing more than John Constantine's ex and Zatora's daughter. You're always going to live in people's shadows, blah, blah, blah. And
says, hey, Puddin'.
Zatanna gets really sad and turns into Death from the Endless for a second. And Big Magic's Harley. And as Harley's dying, she's like, I did all of that on purpose to make you fight with a little bit of ruthlessness because you're the one who could win this whole thing, Zatanna. Blah, blah, blah. You're the strongest magic user in the universe.
Not.
And now Zatanna's determined she's going to win this tournament and become the most powerful being in the universe to bring Harley Quinn back to life.
Jeez Louise.
Sappy story to be like, we still gonna be best of friends. You know what? It would have been a great fight, but they probably already used her in a different way. They should, instead of having Zatanna fight her, had Barbara Gordon fight. Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
Barbara, if I remember right, is one of the heroes who's not in the tournament and who's evacuating Earth along with the Titans.
Okay.
But the last page of that book, after Booster Gold Darkseid kicked the shit out of Doomsday, who also had the Time Trapper's powers, and out of the dude who creates planets with a hammer, Gorilla Grodd is beating his ass.
I think I actually kind of enjoyed that idea.
Gorilla Grodd is like, you forget, I'm a gorilla.
Yeah.
We don't play that type of stuff. You might be everybody else that's semi-human, but us gorillas, for us to be in line, you're gonna have to beat us.
Literally. King Shark is a shark until you go, Jurassic Park on his butt.
That's right. Jay Garrick versus Guy Gardner. This one, it was written by Mark Waid, which made what happened a little bit more annoying to me.
Okay.
Guy is making fun of Jay and calling him an old, useless man, and him and the rest of the Jurassic Society need to retire.
Oh, he's barking up the wrong tree with that nonsense.
And
Jay Gar's about to handle his ass.
And Jay, being the elder statesman and the cool head that he is, was like, they never specifically said we needed to fight. we could solve this by playing a simple game of checkers. And Guy apparently is too stupid to know how to play checkers, which I understand because I don't know how to play checkers either. And gets mad, and that starts the fight. And somehow, out of all the history of the 80 years plus of the Flash and the Green Lantern, Guy Gardner apparently was the only Lantern to think of making a giant buzzsaw and just sending it out in a circle until it cuts up Jay Garrick. And that's round one.
That's a messed up round one.
Yes. Then round two, Guy decides he's going to become his Red Lantern version of himself. And Jay Garrick decides he is going to become the Kingdom Come version of himself, which if you've never read Kingdom Come,
oh goodness.
Jay became so fast that he literally lived in between the seconds.
Yes.
And so Guy can't keep up with that. And to make sure the fight ends quickly, in Jay's own words, he strikes the red ring with nearly a century of my pent up rage and frustration, and overloads it. And if you know your Red Lantern lore, once their ring explodes because it's taken the place of their heart, they die.
Yep.
So Jay wins.
Flawless victory, fatality.
Yes. And even though I'm mad about the Jay comments and Jay wanting to play checkers, Mark Waid did redeem himself by the final round. Guy Gardner decided to go with his Guy Gardner warrior form, where he's
wait. Hold on. He did?
Yeah. And used his what was it called? His Voldarian physiology to make all of these weapons. And he shot Jay with a giant rocket launcher. And that's how it ended.
But that's what he get for underestimating Jay. That's the whole thing.
Yes. But even though I wasn't a big fan of Jay losing, the fact that they went to the 90s Guy Gardner Warrior, I will forgive them. And then the last one, I can't go through this. I'm running out of breath. Imagine a Jason Todd versus the Joker story and all of the tropes that they bring up in it. Joker wins round one by dumping him into the Ace Chemicals vat.
Mm-hmm.
Jason wins round two by turning back into that version of Robin and beating him with a crowbar. And then round three, Jason decides he's going to be a different version of the Red Hood, a more mature one, and fights the Joker with logic or some such nonsense and stabs him through the heart. But at the same time, the Joker stabs him in the stomach. And Jason's like, I won. Woohoo.
The murder-suicide.
And then he slumped over dead, and the Joker had a built-in defibrillator that started his heart again, so the Joker wins. This is dumb.
Was it made to look like a one of those squirting flower thingies that what's his name used to have when he was on a Batman show?
No, sadly, that would have been awesome, but no.
No, I like that ending. If the Joker would have said something to the effect of, "Don't you realize I fight your mentor on a constant basis, and how many times he would have did that to me? I come prepared. You gave me time. I prepared."
All he did was laugh. And, now I will take one exception is they're talking about the reason that Jason says the reason Bruce always struggled against this bony grinning goon who laughed at him the whole time was the chaos factor, the anarchy, his willingness to fight like he has no care for his own being, blah 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 blah. Being someone who's fought many a man who's had one too many and they don't give a care about anything else, that doesn't make you a better fighter. That was just a dumb line thrown in there by somebody who's never been in a real fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it was Scott Snyder. I should have known. I like Scott, but Scott will openly admit he's never been in a fight.
Yeah, I on a bad day could probably take out Scott.
Yeah, and then the final page, because we went back to the Watchtower. All of this fighting and everything has sped up the process of turning Earth into a new apocalypse, and the fire pits have started erupting. Dun dun dun. So now we'll pick up with DCKO3 if I can find the energy for that one day. Now, the only one out of this entire all fight month that I did not read was Superman 33. And the reason I did not read that was because there were so many variant covers of so many books now. I grabbed 2 copies of Superman 32.
Wow.
I apologize.
That happens, but that's not your fault.
Knock on wood.
That happens, but that's not your fault.
Yeah. Which I've gotten better about, because since I've gotten one of the little collector apps on my phone, I can keep up a little bit more of what books I already have. Because before that, I bought like five copies of Justice League of America issue 200 because I kept thinking I didn't have it. So,
and it turns out you had all of these variants of it, and then you get home and you're like, oh man.
Yes. Yes. So, but that's DCKO for this month.
And CLZ works for you.
When is your
as it works for me?
Birthday?
What?
When is your youngest daughter's birthday?
May.
She likes Wednesday, right?
She likes it. Okay, my middle daughter is more of my Wednesday fan because she's a Temu version of emo.
You can get this at Five Below.
Aww.
And
okay,
if you go soon, you can get this at Five Below.
Oh, nice.
So there's also a bigger one, but Courtney has that, and she won't even let me put my eyes on it now because she says that's hers, and she might have to curse me unto death if I go near it. Yes, it is.
No,
I did. Oh,
we have not made our way through all of season 2 of Wednesday, but I'm not as big of a fan of the second season as I was the first season, except that scene where Thing was drunk, and Enid goes, "Let's ignore how that happened."
Well, I like I said, we were at Five Below because we got a little extra money for the holidays, and since she and I both love the show, there were 3 Wednesday items. There was the little lady here, and then there was Thing. And I have always loved Thing ever since the TV series. And then there was a bigger Wednesday, and I got her the bigger Wednesday, and I got all 3, and I said, you can pick the one of these that you like, and she picked the bigger Wednesday because she didn't see where they were at. So
we did go. I think I told you guys we got tickets for the finale of Stranger Things in the movie theater.
Oh my goodness!
And we took the girls to go see it.
Oh no!
I was so impressed. I never knew that this scam existed until this time.
Oh no! What happened? I've heard people say really bad things about the finale.
It was good. People said bad things about it because everyone had in their own, just like with the prequels to Star Wars, everyone had in their own mind how they thought it was going to end.
Ah, okay. And it didn't end the way
it didn't end that way.
Got it.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it.
Okay, well then I will probably watch it.
We went, and it was $20 a person.
Yeah.
Which was really steep because usually the little ones are only like $10 for a ticket. But I noticed when I bought the tickets online, it never said ticket. It kept saying voucher. It's like, So we got to the theater and it was packed. We went at 10 o'clock at night on New Year's Day and the line was out the door.
Dang.
And you couldn't use the self-service thing because it said all vouchers must be picked up at the stand.
You
So
had
I
to
go
pay
up there,
twice, didn't you?
they scan my phone, and they go, "Oh, here's your concession voucher." I'm like,
Oh, as opposed to your ticket.
It's illegal to sell us Netflix. So we bought $80 worth of concessions to watch Stranger Things for free.
Which you could have done at home for less than
Yes.
half that money.
Yes. So
So you spent $80 for junk food to be at
we
the
spent
theater.
$80 for popcorn and snacks to watch Stranger Things.
Well, well, at least you were, that was in a theater full of people who also got whacked that way.
Yes.
So it wasn't just you. You weren't sitting there like the only ones with the,
Yes. But I will have to say it was really cool watching it in theaters because these were all like really diehard fans.
Okay.
And I haven't been to a movie in a really long time where people actually like clapped and cheered at parts of the show. And they were doing that there. And I was like, wow, I forgot what that's like. That's kind of neat. And all of the mid-teen to early 20s girls who were just bawling their eyes out watching the movie, I was like,
Aww.
this is funny. But yeah, I got a good kick out of the fact that I spent $80 on popcorn to watch Stranger Things for free.
We went and saw the first Wicked, and between the two of us, and it was partly my fault because they had this potato thing that we got, and we split the first one, and I really liked it, so I had to go back and get another one. So which should have cost us about $80, cost us $100. Spend another 20 something on the potatoes, but this time we spent $20 because we rented it on Fandango at home. And it was like, that was good. And I will say, if you haven't seen Wicked for Good, understand that it is not the story. It is not Dorothy's story. It alludes to Dorothy's story, but also Frank L. Baum's family, as well as the studio that made the original, there were copyright issues. So there are things in this story that don't jibe totally with the movie. But that's also because there were things that the studio did that were different from the book. So there are some things that are kind of different in Wicked for Good that are, that story comes in, but it can't come in the way of the movie because it's not supposed to be Dorothy's story. Dorothy is incidental to what happens, but it is not Dorothy's story. It is Elphaba and Galinda. I got it right that time? Okay, she nodded. It's Elphaba and Galinda's story. So it's a little different.
It sounds like somebody became the pronunciation police over there.
Well, no. Glinda in this version of it doesn't, she purposely, she doesn't speak the way she should. She'll mispronounce words because it sounds cuter that way. So instead of calling herself Glinda, she calls herself Galinda. So
we watched Wicked when we were wrapping Christmas presents.
Did you watch the second one, Wicked? Because it's two-part. It's Wicked and then Wicked for Good.
No, I didn't watch Wicked for Good because I couldn't make it through there. I was like, I can't do this.
And I refused to watch it because it proved the point that I was saying about the Wizard of Oz as a whole dealing with Galinda. That technically she was just as evil as Elphaba. She gave in to peer pressure.
Well, I just know that I was fixing to just give up totally, but then they made it to the wizard, and I didn't realize it was Jeff Goldblum.
Which was a perfect fit. If you're
Yes.
going to have somebody play the wizard,
Was it as a total flim flam? It should be Jeff Goldblum.
it should be the Jeff Goldblum of today. Yes.
Yes.
You just don't understand. I don't say this very often, but Sean Connery, rest his soul, and Jeff Goldblum, if they showed up at my house, whatever they wanted, they could have, including me. I
hope your wife's not in earshot of that.
Oh, she already knows. I told her a long time ago, if Sean Connery ever showed up and said, go, I'm dropping trowel.
Except, I don't know if you want Sean Connery showing up as he is today, since he's dead and he's likely to be a somewhat rotting corpse.
If he can still talk, I don't care.
Okay. Well, you definitely got a stiffy. Sorry,
I just up here. I'm just hearing. That accent. It's just like, no. Just trying to not think about the accent and just hearing him is like.
I'm just hoping it's not. I just hope it's just a reanimated Sean Connery and not Night of the Living Dead version.
I collect a lot of stuff. I'll admit it because I'm a nerd, but I'm not big on Funko Pops. But I had to buy the Jeff Goldblum shirtless Funko Pop when it came out.
Oh, from when he was doing The Fly, because that was the movie he got buff for.
No, when he was from Jurassic Park, the scene that became internet famous where he's like this.
Yeah, when he's like after he hurt his leg gets hurt in the bathroom.
Yep, I got that one.
Ooh.
I like that.
That was they had already done The Fly, and he was still kind of buffish from that.
Yeah,
I had seen him in The Fly.
So Jeff Goldblum saved Wicked. I stuck around for him.
Okay. Well, us girls stuck around for the music and whatnot. Don't make me go dun at you. I have not forgotten. I'll call the girls.
Oh no.
We'll have a viewing party.
Well, we already have. It's been a day that ends in Y.
For some reason, that is not a threat.
It's just a promise of more hell to come. I'm sorry. I can never. I just thought it would be something you could sit down and do as a family. It was fun and funny and great and catchy music. And I thought, oh, there's romance, but it's not, it's not X-rated. It's not. There's not a lot of double entendres, and there's the little birdie with the hat and the tiger. I did not think, if it's any consolation, my youngest will not watch it, but the music. There are days when he is playing the music, and only 2 songs. Only 2 songs. There are only 2 songs from that film he will play. Idol and Soda Pop.
Well.
Okay. So if it's any consolation, there are days when that's just consistently running.
Well, to prove my point about I can never get away from it, and then I will leave you fine folks at this because I'm about done for.
I gotta go eat.
And I miss
the wife and I went to Hot Springs this past weekend to have just some time together before she goes to Germany, and we go to a store that you can't go to with children.
Okay. I think.
And we're walking around looking at all the stuff, talking, and they got a radio playing.
This is going.
It started playing, and I was like, no. And Micah goes, I know this song. What is it? And then they started going, I want to be golden. I said, God damn it. And I walked out. Yeah. Even there, I can't get away from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure somebody is making an adult version of it. You know. If you need something that'll make you laugh that isn't K-pop Demon Hunters, there is a channel, Screen Rant.
Mm.
And there's a guy who used to be on there, and he used to do these things where he would shoot himself from two different angles, and he would play a writer pitching a script idea to
Yeah,
a
I've seen
producer.
that. Mhm.
And he's got a whole list. He's got a whole list of those. They're hilarious.
Yeah,
They're also
watched the
very
one.
clean.
We watched the one where he was pitching the remake of The Crow.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was funny. But
He's got several. There are several of them. In fact, Screen Rant at one point built their reputation on his videos. And now I don't think he's there. But then he turned up in my Facebook feed yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Doing something else that had me rolling. And it's like, yeah, it's so funny. Yay. I would so smooch the tip of his nose.
Right on.
You know, because I'm old. And you know, it's like, you know, younger guys get weird if you climb up on their laps and offer to, you know, you tell them they're the hoopiest fruit you know, and you happily sass them, and they start freaking out.
That because they don't know the old ways.
That's true. They don't know the old ways.
Ain't
no way like the old ways, baby.
They don't know how to court women anymore. They don't understand that.
No.
They're so used to being told, no, that's not how you do. It's like, no, there is decorum. There is logic behind it. But that's a whole different show for another time.
That's another time. Anyway, because it's Critical Role is on. Sam is probably finishing up his bit, and I have not made my dinner. I'm having ramen with miso broth and wakame seaweed and tofu. I'm eating healthy because, you know, my insanity demands it. Anyway, do you have anything before we go, Joe?
Nope, I'm good. Okay. I'm good. Only thing I have to do is worry about Saturday.
I'm sorry I was gone. I will be there this Saturday.
No, last Saturday was the show that I was worried about, and now since I did it and people went back and watched it on the replay, I'm okay.
Okay, but I am
because
sorry.
Again, I talked about a lot of things, like and you have seen some of these dumb questions that I get at shows.
Yes,
like the ones that will get you canceled if you don't answer them a certain way. I answered those questions last week. So if you haven't seen the replay, go and watch it.
I will watch it. You know.
Right on.
So here we go.
Okay. Thank you. We got through another show. Anyway, I know this one was strange, but hey, at least you know what the DC fighting thingy is about. And
DCKO.
You have an idea, and you know which books you want to read and which ones you don't want. So hey, we have done our good deed. Thanks to Cliff for today. Anyway, I'm Elaine Haygood, lenscaponline.com, at Elaine Haygood here. You can find me here. You can find me on Facebook, and of course my site, lenscaponline.com. I am the writer of The Enslaved and the upcoming and the Coming of Nighttime, book 1 through 7. Y'all have a good night. We love you. We appreciate you, whether you've been here with us live, you come and watch us another time. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to other people.
All
don't
right,
don't take your dead dog to Build-A-Bear and think they're going to stuff it for you. Okay.
Leave him alone about that. That's sentimental territory.
Y'all take care. Peace.
Yeah, here's Cliff. Oh, she asked before I could go over there.
Yes, I'm here. I'm still down here in Olive Branch. I'm going to keep reading DCKO where Joe doesn't have to. If you get bored, come hang out with me and watch K-Pop Demon Hunter for the 19th time. Or we can watch Megan, since why not?
I need to watch Megan because they got Megan 2.0 out, and I kind of figured that Megan 2.0 would probably be much better than the first one.
Well, you would figure wrong, but that's okay. I've seen both of them. You're not missing anything.
I'm not missing anything like the Krampus movie that you saw for Christmas.
No, thank you. Come again.
Right. And tonight's show is brought to you by our favorite sponsor, Plasma Fire Graphics. If you need a cover for your novel, your graphic novel, your comic book, hit up Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics. Why? You wanted an award-winning artist, such as Jeffrey Hayes, who won several Pulp Factory Awards, to do your book. Reason being is that he does great graphics, and the graphics that he do catches people's attention. If you don't believe me, believe this video.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Now, since you have seen the graphics that he has done for others, why don't you give him a call at, well, not really a call, but go out to Plasma Fire Graphics, hit him up there, ask him for his rates. He is very affordable, and you will not be sorry. As far as I'm concerned, the reason I was so aloof here, because like I said, I was in the middle of sketching. That's something that I do here when I get to a certain mood here. But as I said, this Saturday's coming up. There will be from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. What we're talking about this week, I don't know. We might do more questions later on in that on that night, but I'm still thinking about some of the things that I just watched not too long ago. One is dealing with, I just really don't get modern speculators now, and all of these so quote unquote controversies that are coming up. Now there's supposedly a controversy about Absolute Batman #1. If you haven't seen the video, Swaggerhouse brought up issue dealing with the graded A covers of Absolute Batman, but I would expound upon it here and we'll talk about it this upcoming Saturday. Until then, this has been me and the rest of the game for Comic Book Spectrum. As our founder used to say here, I paraphrased it a little bit. I don't care if you wash your hands, but never, I do mean never, apologize for being awesome. I'll catch you here next week, right here, same time, same YouTube channel for another episode of Comic Book Spectrum. Have a good evening. Bye.